What's up, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After star Jay Smith and his rebound girlfriend Kayla have already broken up. And to add insult to injury, Kayla has already gone and sold her side of the story to RadarOnline.com. Her account of the relationship was very sweet, sprinkled in with a little bit of shade here and there. She straight up called this guy a mess and accused him of cheating on her at some point, or maybe a couple of points throughout their relationship. She said, and I quote, "We were happy. We always had a good time together. We didn't fight. We still acted like best friends, but I always felt like I always did way more for him than he did for me. And deep down, I think he's a good person, but he's just lost." I really don't understand why Kayla decided to go and find out for herself just how lost Jay was, because she didn't need to date him to understand that. All she had to do was watch the show. And the whole fact about how she, allegedly did more for him in the relationship than he did for her, that's not surprising either, because it was documented in the show, the way that Ashley went out of her way to support him and bring him over here, and he still cheated on her numerous times, including at his place of work. She continued on to say that there were two people who just wanted two different things out of life, and I quote, "He's a mess. I wish him peace." So just to back it up for anybody who doesn't really recall Jay getting into a relationship with this Kayla girl, after Jay and Ashley broke up, Ashley had filed a PFA against him, and then he violated it. And because he didn't have all of his citizenship papers, of course, being a 90-day fiance in a marriage that didn't work out, he was taken into ICE custody, where he stayed for a full month while Kayla put together a GoFundMe in order to raise money for him and ultimately help to get him released. And she was the one who picked him up at the jail when he was ultimately, discharged as well. So I do, hear what she's saying when it comes to how much she did for this guy, because, his own family couldn't have helped him with the GoFundMe from Jamaica and bailing him out. Ashley, of course, was not going to, because she had been the one who called the cops to get him, put into ICE custody in the first place. And, his barbershop buddies wouldn't do that either, because they decided to part ways with him after he, quote unquote, disrespected their business, which is true, by sleeping with a woman in the bathroom, while children were present at the barbershop as well. You cannot forget that. So he did need her, and it's sad to see that she feels like she was taken advantage of in all of this. 90 Day Fiance fans have 2020 vision, I am telling you, and they are the greatest private investigators on the internet, just like the Teen Mom fans. And so a bunch of you saw that Jay and Ashley were hanging around together this past weekend. And so when Radar Online asked Kayla if she's heard anything about the rumors or if there are any truth to them potentially reconciling, she responded by saying, "God help him if he's messing with Ashley again. All I can think of is all the hard work to reverse the damage. There's a current PFA. If she turns on him again, he is so fucked. I don't know why he would put himself in that position, and I feel sorry for him." That is an amazing point from Kayla. The PFA that Ashley had filed against Jay is very much still active, and we all know how vindictive Ashley is. So if Jay breathes the wrong way at her, looks at another woman, sneezes in her direction or anything like that, she is going to be on the phone with the police, with ICE, with whoever she can to get him deported or detained into ICE custody yet again. And you would think that this guy had already learned his lesson the first time, but clearly that is not the case. If these rumors are to be believed, they even got photographed walking around together, and it doesn't look like the paparazzi just happened to be in Pennsylvania. It looked like Ashley, who is one of the biggest fame, chasers out of this franchise, decided to call them to catch them coming out of a Starbucks or wherever it was that they came out of. I don't understand why a woman with two kids who's in her 30s is continuing a cycle like this with a cheating 22-year-old. Ashley, you are way too old to be playing this game with this child. You're childish yourself, but you're also in your 30s, and you should know better than someone who's 22 years old. I worry that the only reason that Jay is willing to gamble with his life, being put back into ICE custody again, is because for his visa or his permanent residency, he needs to be with his wife in order for that to pass. So he's maybe hoping that she will withdraw her second petition for divorce, and that their reconciliation could last long enough that he becomes a permanent resident and then eventually an American citizen. That's the only thing that I'm seeing here, but I think Ashley is playing him like a fiddle. I don't think she's going to recant the divorce. I don't think even if she were to do that she would file for his adjustment of status. We already saw that she didn't do it the last time. So I think that this is a game that she's going to continue playing with him for as long as she can. And Jay is a little bit too young or too inexperienced to really realize what's going on. I think he's playing checkers and she's playing chess with his life. You guys, what do you think about this entire situation? Are you surprised that Jay and his girlfriend broke up after only a couple of months? And even more so than that she immediately ran to Radar Online with the full scoop? Also, are you surprised that Ashley and Jay seem to be back together? Make sure to leave all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below, and as usual, we'll chat. That's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.